Step It Up with Steph has been stepping it and pushing Marissa to her limits. Last week, she broke out in the rash. Let's see what happens this week. All right, so after a month, Marissa's down 30 pounds.
Yes, 30 pounds in 1 month. It
Wow.
sounds crazy.
That is.
I'm a little bit shocked, to be honest, but she's really been working for it, so her hard work has really paid off. We cut out dairy and gluten from her diet, and I think that's really helping with her inflammation and helping her stomach get a little bit smaller and flatter, so I'm really excited about that. And also, we're literally going to be stepping it up this week in a stairwell. We're going to climb a bunch of stairs, and in between, I'm going to make sure that she's doing push-ups and then also doing some sprints down the hall just to spice it up.
So you can really get a great workout in at home.
Right, exactly. Yeah, in a stairwell.
I love that.
Yep.
And now, how about the food? Is she still working with Fresh Diet?
Yes, she's still with the Fresh Diet. We're working also with the naturopath at the Raby Institute, and they're talking and making sure her diet's all up to speed. Also, mentally, she's finished my 30-day workbook, and now she's actually going to go back through and reread some of her answers from week 1 and see how they measure up to how she is mentally right now.
That's kind of a cool reflection process then too, and we all need reflection in order to
Right.
move ahead and be successful.
Right.
Anything else to speak of going into this 5th week before we jump on that scale?
I think, one thing to mention was we started incorporating the treadmill into her regimen, and she's now running for 5 minutes every morning, included with her cardio workouts. And the first time she was on the treadmill, she got really queasy afterwards and actually vomited, and she thinks it's from being motion sick and not used to moving that way and seeing people around her moving after she stops. So
Yeah, I'm not
kind of
quite
bad
sure that
about
was
that, but
probably
I know.
it. All right, let's hear Marissa's side of the story. So Marissa, after the first month, can you believe you're down, what is this, 25 pounds?
30.
30 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shirt's starting to get kind of big on you.
Yeah, she's got a smaller one for me, so.
Oh, good, to move into this. So how are you feeling?
Good. Things are feeling really good. I can feel a difference. My energy's good. We cut out dairy and gluten this last week, and unfortunately, I can feel a big difference.
So what's this tumor issue that you had?
Oh, okay. So it wasn't really. I'm laying in my bed the other night, and I'm kind of like, oh, I went like this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a cyst. It's a tumor. And I'm like, what is on my arm? And then I was like, wait a minute. It's a muscle. I just started dying.
That's really cool. So you're feeling the changes
Yeah.
on the outside, on the inside. What about the workouts? I hear you're doing cardio.
We're doing lots of cardio. Steph mixes it up every day. One day I think I'm doing really well, and the next day she kicks my butt. But we're doing a lot of circuit training, so we keep moving and doing different stations, and it's going really well.
So tell me about throwing up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I told you a couple of weeks ago I'm a flower. And I think I got a little motion sickness. I don't know if it was that. I mean, you think it was probably from the workout, but I ran and I was on the treadmill, and then all of a sudden I step off, but the guy to my left was still running. And I was kind of like, oh God. And I felt dizzy, and I was like, oh God. And then, I don't know, I might have thrown up.
Oh, well,
But
these
something's
things can
working.
happen. Yeah, I mean, and what you have to realize too is when you really push yourself, the blood sugar level drops. And so our brain signals us to go into shock, which is the throw up part.
I've been in shock for about a month now, so. But it's working.
What's your favorite part of the workouts?
Savasana?
Savasana.
Yeah.
Tell everyone what
It's when you
Savasana is.
lay on your back.
And you get to close your eyes and rest.
No, I'm just kidding. Probably right now. I'm feeling good on the elliptical. I feel like I'm comfortable, I'm coordinated, and I can feel like kind of a difference going. And I'm not much of a runner, so that kind of gets me going. And now as we kind of move towards running, I think, more and more, I think that'll help a lot. So probably the elliptical right
So you
now.
think you're going to run a 5K or a marathon anytime?
I'm running one. Get your rear in gear, May 25th, back in Ladd, my hometown. So that's a big goal.
That is a big goal.
Yeah.
That's a great, and you've got to have goals to set.
That's
Anything that you saw in your journal, you were going back over the 30 days that you
Yeah.
wanted to share?
Yeah, I think the success journal has been awesome that we've been doing. So I kind of keep track, and I've been going through and reading what I've done on a weekly basis or a nightly basis, and that's been really great. And Hope, our massage therapist this week, Hope does a little bit of a lot of energy work too, and she was feeling my different chakras. And when she said she was on my forehead or on my top of my head, which is like the 7th chakra, she said, I saw a number. She goes, and I don't know what's going to happen in week 5, but I'm feeling it's going to be either 5 or 8 pounds. I saw the number 8. I don't know if you can get it, but I hope she's right.
All right, let's go check out that scale.
The power of touch is so amazing and extremely important for us to have on a weekly basis. Whether you have a certified massage therapist, such as myself, or you have someone such as a family member or close friend, just place their hands on your shoulder or neck for 10 to 15 minutes. You'll notice an extreme difference in how you feel energetically, as well as your muscles being more pliable.